If you've always wanted to play Snail on the guitar, you've come to the right place. This video is for my good old friend Pierre Musi. We go way back. In fact, we endured the great Hot Fudge Factory explosion of Cincinnati 1932 together, and that is the kind of thing that bonds you forever. So happy birthday, Pierre. Hello, Thea. Let's go. There's a lot of really fun stuff that we're going to talk about in this song, but the intro is humble and succinct. A. When the singing starts, we have A, E minor, G, let it ring. A, E minor, G. And of course you got the noodles that get tacked on to the end of the G as it rings out. Now this is going to be done with one pluck. Start on B2, hammer on to B3, slide to 5, 7, and bend it. Obviously I ran out of sound there, but is the first one. For the second one, start on E2, hammer on to 3, slide up to 5. Now pluck on 5 once more before you slide up to 7 and retreat back to 5. Is the second one. And now the song's going to start to ramp up, and it's an A chord, but you're going to have to use one finger A this time because we're going to add to this the G string 4th fret followed by the B string 3rd fret like this. You do that twice, and the third time you just hang on that 4th fret of the G string before you G, D with an F sharp with the bass. It's the better man chord. E2, G2, B3. Beautiful. So, as the song begins to ramp up. Then comes a meandering brook of a solo. I mean that in a good way. And the chords beneath it are A suspended 2. So it's A with an open B string. You literally just strum it once and let it ring out. Twice. 3 times. Followed by our GGD thing. Beneath the meandering brook of a solo. And here it is. I think this one's worth doing. Grab the G string 6th fret. 4-6 bend it, followed by a noodly soup. It's going to be 4-6-4 slide down to 2 really quick. Noodly soup. Slide from 4 to 9. And then it's going to be 7-6-7, 6 slide down to 2. And that's that. Next comes some singing, and it's going to be our 3 times the A suspended 2 situation we previously did, but in place of the GGD thing, we're just going to play G and let it ring out as the band largely stops. So, A sus 2, twice, 3 times, and G. And that's it. And most songs we do on this channel have like 3 or maybe 4 parts, but a lot of Smashing Pumpkins songs have like 17 parts, and many of them are very similar. At the When You Wake Up line, it's 1 A suspended 2, followed by our GGD thing. This kind of feels like a chorus to me, but it's very difficult to tell when there's upwards of a dozen parts. So, 2, 3, 4, GGD, over and over again. That section, which we will call that section. And true to Smashing Pumpkins form, there's some melodic octave chord action going on here as well. With those chords, you're going to utilize the old strum slide technique. Start on E5 and D7, that's 2 A notes, hence an octave chord. And this shape isn't going to change. So strum on 5, and all we want to hear are those 2 strings that you have fingers on. And then you're going to strum slide up to 7, up to 9, up to 10, up to 12, and then 12, 12, 10. Then comes a really big long solo section. It's the 3A sus2s followed by the GGD thing. But rather than show you this solo note for note, I want to show you the crux, the method by which he constructed this solo. And you can make your own solo if you play these notes in any order you want. You can't do it wrong. It's the D major scale, which is D, because that's the key of this song. D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, D, but it's all done on the G string. So we're going to talk about the D scale from A to A, this song being very A-centric. It centers around the A, but uses the D scale. So A on G2, up to B on 4, C sharp 6, D7, E9, F sharp 11, G12, and A14. You can play any of those notes, and did that remind you of The Man Who Sold the World? That's the same kind of thing, but you can play them in any order. And bend whatever you like, any of those notes, and it's going to be awesome. Next comes a chill Plucky part. This one has some interesting chords in it. It's going to be our A suspended 2, and you know, just pluck your thing. The second chord is a G6 of sorts. We need the D2 still from our A chord and the baby E3. Don't pluck anything lower than the D string here. Back to A sus2. Back to our G6. You do it 3 times. And here comes a neat one. It's going to be D4, G2, open B, open E. This is a D6 of sorts. It's the 6th section. And then just G as the song begins to re-ramp up into the 1A sus2 followed by the GGD thing. You're going to do that for quite a while, but the very last time you're supposed to go GGD, you don't do that, and there's a time signature change. We'll talk about that in a second. What you do instead is grab the A string 10th fret, and you're going to pluck A, open D, open G, and then down to the 9th fret, same plucking, followed by, it's now open A, plus the D string is going to go 11, 12, 11, 9, 11, 9. And then over and over again for the rest of the song. And those tricky pumpkins changed the time signature on us. It was a 4 song. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And all of a sudden, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How fun. You do that until the very end of the song, until you hit an A sus2 chord to end it. Wow, what a journey. Even Ferguson's worn out. Those are all the pieces. Go use your earballs and figure out which one goes where when, or if a playthrough would help your learning process, you'll find such a thing on my Patreon page. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that was fun and helpful, and I will see you next time with more stuff. Goodbye.